So I think bending this bumper back is gonna be a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. Bolts are all rusty, so I'm just gonna use gunk rust remover. Put a lid on and let it sit. First time trying this stuff out, we'll see how it works. So now that we have the bumper off, as you can see, it has nice curvature to it. And we gotta try and bend this back. Not sure how I wanna bend this back, but I think I will try and give it a couple whacks. This bumper may be scrapped. So with the bumper off and the hammer not doing really a good job, I don't have the correct tools like a torch or something to heat this up to bend it back. It is pretty warped, so you know, I don't think I'll ever be able to get that out with what I have on hand without taking it somewhere to get it straightened back out and all that stuff. So we're gonna rock no bumper for the time being until I can either find a new bumper or we can build a new bumper. I think that'd be a pretty cool video to build a new front bumper for this truck. But damn, it looks pretty good without a front bumper. It looks like it's lifted up a little bit more. I still have to take this bracket off, but overall, man, it don't look too bad without a front bumper, but it definitely will look a lot better with a front bumper. So we're gonna have to figure something out with that, either bending down back or building a new one. So let's go ahead and pop the hood and see what we got to do underneath in the engine bay. So we need this, and this. We need this, and we need this. So we are heading to the auto parts store right now. We have to pick up a few things for Frank, the 1965 farm truck. So you guys saw me pull off the points, the condenser, a couple vacuum lines. So basically what is happening is, you guys kind of saw it a couple videos back when I was test driving the truck before a person came to come look at it. And when I put in 5th gear, the truck died. Well, we got it running again, and you know, we went back to the house, everything was fine. Took it back to my house that night and everything was fine, and then I went and took it out again on the main road, and it was giving me problems in 5th gear again. So what I'm thinking is, it didn't die like it did before, it was just acting like it wasn't getting any fuel or wasn't getting any spark. I put my foot all the way to the floor and it wouldn't really do anything. So what I'm thinking is that I need to change out the points. I need to make sure that the ignition system, the points, everything is working fine, and I gotta roll that part out. So I never changed the points out, never changed the condenser out when I first got the truck. So we're finally doing it now. And then with those vacuum lines, those were the wrong lines that the dude gave me at the other auto parts store. So we're gonna go ahead and change those out as well. So that's what we are gonna be doing with this stuff in the engine bay. And on last video you guys saw that I changed out the caliper on the driver's side. We still have to do the brake pads on the passenger side just so that they are even. We don't want uneven wearing on the brake pads. So make it so that you'll brake either harder on this side or harder on this side, depending on which set you changed out without changing the other set. So we have to change out the brake pads on that side, and then we have to do a couple more things to Frank in this video as well. So definitely guys, stay tuned. And as you can see, my steering is messed up. I gotta get a new steering shaft and a new clock spring for the Cummins. And I'm talking to a company right now to get a replacement dash, because my dash is completely destroyed. And I know a lot of you guys that have these trucks have problems with your dashes as well being broken. So we'll be able to replace this dash. And I'm also trying to get in contact with a company for a double DIN dash bezel. So we'll be able to put a double DIN radio in here and get rid of this single DIN. And it's gonna turn out sick if that company wants to work with me. We'll have a brand new dash, a brand new bezel, and should turn out pretty good. So we are almost at the auto parts store right now, and we'll get these parts that we need, and then we'll head over to Home Depot or Lowe's, because I need some bolts from there for the bed of the Doomsday build. We built a bed inside of the bed, and I need to get some big bolts to attach it to the back rack. So that's what's going on right now. I know it's kind of all over the place. That front bumper definitely has to be replaced. I don't have the right tools to either bend that thing back or fix it. So we're just gonna go ahead and build a brand new bumper. It should turn out pretty good. Leave a like on this video if you guys are excited for that. But yeah, we are here at AutoZone, and we'll catch you guys up after I get out with the new parts. All right, we are back from the store. Went to O'Reilly's and Lowe's. We have all three ignition components that we need. We got the ballast resistor. I think that's how you pronounce it. Got Got a brand new one of those, so you guys can stop annoying me in the comments below saying to get a new one instead of using the hot wire that I've been using. So we finally have a brand new one of these. Let's see if this is the actual problem of why just turning the key doesn't work to start the truck up. So we got a brand new one of those. We got some new points, man. I'll show you guys the old points here in a second, but these definitely needed to be replaced, and that could be one of the reasons why the truck keeps dying. A new condenser for the distributor, so we should be good there. We'll see if that resistor works for starting the truck. Probably won't take it for a drive right now just because it's getting dark and I have to finish up what I'm trying to get done today before it gets dark. So we'll take it for a drive another day and see if the points and the condenser help the truck not really running right in 5th gear. So that's what I got from AutoZone. We'll go ahead and install those in a second. And then I went to Lowe's and picked up some 36 grit sandpaper to sand down the bed. It's really coarse. I was tired of messing around with 80 grit with sanding, you know, the original deck down, so I just went with 36. I have some 120 in there I can, you know, smooth it out with, but I really want to cut through all of this old stuff on the survival bed, so that's what we got that for. Might be overkill with 36 grit, but I'm just gonna cut through it and not worry about it. And then I got some more L brackets. I need to L bracket the back rack to the sides. So these L brackets are gonna go on the inside. We'll go ahead and put those on tonight. And then I got some just straight bar brackets to go on the back side of it to hold it. So the front's gonna keep it from going forward, and these are gonna keep it from going back. So as you can see, it's really wobbly right now. So that should take care of that. Let's get to work. We got about maybe 45 minutes of sunlight left, and we got a lot to do. So let's go ahead, do the engine bay, and then we'll do this, and then we'll see what's after that if we have more light. First things first are the points and the condenser. I still have to figure out the gap for the points. Probably do that later, but for video's sake, we'll go ahead and install it, and then before we take it for a drive to see if it's running good, I will gap the points and go from there. Without that bumper there, I don't have anything to stand on. I'm slipping off part of the frame right here trying to get into the truck, but I think the truck actually looks pretty good without a bumper. But we probably will be building a new bumper for this thing because that one's just totally wrecked. No way saving that thing. But yeah, we'll go ahead and throw this baby in. And off camera, I took some steel wool to the points on the distributor shaft. So those are nice and clean. I took some steel wool to the inside of the points on the distributor, so those are clean. We'll go ahead and attach this wire. And we'll go ahead and attach the condenser. And for those of you guys are saying, like in the comments, oh, this guy doesn't know nothing, he's not a mechanic. I know I'm not a mechanic. I literally say that I'm not a mechanic. My first ever logo for this YouTube channel said I'm not a mechanic in the logo. So I don't claim to be a mechanic. I don't claim to be a professional at any of this. I'm learning as I go. So if I make a mistake on something, I'm gonna try and learn from that mistake on the next time I do something. So it's not like I'm claiming I'm Mr. Know-It-All with all of this stuff. This is the first time ever that I've really, this may not work. This is the first time ever that I've really worked on something to this extent. I've done stuff here and there, new turbo, new injectors and all that in this truck. And I feel like I did a good job with that. I don't know if I'll be able to take this old bracket off. Everything for me in this channel is just a learning experience. I'll show you guys the points on this one here in a second. So if I don't know something and I do something wrong in a video, I don't mean to. Some things I do leave in the video just because I like to see people comment. And you know, everything that's supposed to be in the video is in the video for a reason. So like if I and making jokes or whatever, or acting like I don't know something. That's mainly just for the video. So yeah, let's see if we can get this condenser in there. We will gap that in another video when we go and take this for a drive and see if it's still messing up. But for video's sake and time's sake, I'm not gonna do it right now just because I'm not gonna be driving this right now. All right, that's in. We will go ahead, throw this distributor cap back on. All right, that's all good to go. We'll go ahead and throw this resistor. I think it's called a ballast resistor. Okay. That side's on, that side's on, and we'll have to mount this in a second. Now let's see if this baby will start up without using the hot wire. As you can see, the red wire that goes there into the cab and then it comes back out right here. That's what I've been using as a hot wire to start this truck. It just gives direct power right to the ignition coil. And those floors actually came out pretty good. The reason why I put undercoating, I should have bought bed liner. I didn't realize I bought undercoating. I wanted to kind of match the pitting in the metal to the new metal of the new floors that I put in. So that's why I went ahead and put undercoating. I should have put bed liner, but we'll learn from that. There's the switch. It says off. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get any fire. You see that, guys? All you guys that are saying, oh, change the resistor out, stop using the hot wire. Well, look, it doesn't start. And then when I go and switch the thing, I may have spoken too soon. I forgot I removed the battery while I was working with the distributor. So we'll go ahead and give that a take 2 and see if it will start up without the hot switch. So hot switch is off. Moment of truth. Okay, it works. So all that time, I can take that hot switch out now. It's probably not gonna fire because the distributor, the time, or the points are way off. It's not gapped. So we got that done. The ballast resistor actually worked. I should have done that way before. I've had hundreds of comments of people saying to replace that, so we finally replaced it and it works. So I'll go ahead and rip all that out, the hot switch out, off camera. You guys don't need to see that. I got a new vacuum line for the vacuum advance because this one was a little too big for the vacuum advance side. This is really the only size they had there. They didn't even have 3/8 vacuum line, so I'm gonna have to keep using this fuel line. It's not what I want to use for the PCV, but it's the only thing I'm gonna have. So we'll just go ahead and put that back on. Let's see if this slips over the distributor part, and I'm hoping it does. It's gonna be a really tight fit, but it's just a vacuum line. Oh, we got it on. And it fits over the vacuum advance. All right, so we got that fixed. This one was really loose. So that could have been one of the problems as well. In high gear, it wasn't advancing the timing with that vacuum advance, just because it probably had a vacuum leak. So that could have been one of the problems as well. So to clear up, we have a new set of points, a new condenser, a new vacuum advance vacuum line, a new ballast resistor that works. Super excited about that, so I don't have to keep using the hot switch. Engine bay, I think, is complete. All right, the sun is going down quick. there's that L bracket right there. We'll put another one down at the bottom, and there's that bracket right there. And this thing is sturdy just with those two, man. I can't even move this thing back and forth anymore, which is a good thing. We're gonna go ahead and put another flat bar on the bottom, vice versa on the other side, and then we'll be able to sand this down probably in the next video, and then we'll go ahead and lag bolt it down to the side, and we'll be able to use this and flip it up and down, and it should turn out pretty dang good. We'll go ahead and burn and stain this bed and make it just like everything else, and it should turn out pretty good. So thank you guys for watching. Would have done more, but we just ran out of daylight, and I don't like using lights at night just because the video quality doesn't turn out good. The video quality party is bad. We'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Stay tuned. If you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe. I can't even talk, it's starting to get cold. But we'll see you guys later. Dippin' Diesel out.